Hey guys, Bill Nerd, Cheer Core Engine Fitness, and my lovely wife Natalia. We're going to take you guys through a bar power cord workout. If you only have one power cord, you're good with one. We're going to go into two after we get warmer. If you need a second power cord, reach out and we'll get you one. So 2 power cords if you have them. You're going to need your red chain. You're going to need 2 handles and a bar, and you're going to need to either hook this up in your door. There's your door jamb that's going to jam into the door. And just a reminder, you guys, this door jamb also has this loop, and we use this loop a lot. So you've got CAT here, and you've also got this as a loop. So if you're not going to use the door jamb, you have an overhead bar or a ceiling mount. Let's pretend Natty's a bar or a tree. We hook that over, put the end through, and that ends up looping all the way through. So the door jamb comes out this end here, okay? So it's nice and snug here. And then remember that top door jamb is also a loop, okay? So that's what you need for this workout. And we're gonna get going. We are not warmed up, so we're gonna warm up with you guys. You're gonna connect your handles with the bar, and you're gonna make a bar. And then all we're gonna do, take one end of the black carabiner, take the other black carabiner, and we've got your power cord connected to your bar like so. Then we're gonna put the power cord over your carabiner. Not just over, but through your red carabiner, okay? So I've got my carabiners a little above my head. Natty's is a little above her head, and that's gonna be good. You wanna get the bar so it's fairly level, fairly even. So just get a sense of pushing this away. It doesn't need to kill you. So we're gonna go into this side step. As you come up, push, extend your arms. Natty will count, we'll go roughly 20 of everything. Okay, so I'm taking a side step. My hips are going down, up, okay? I'm traveling laterally and coming up and down with my hips. Good. Now the bar will go behind the head, okay? Take a little step, throw the soccer ball. Da-da. Warming up. And so I'm just taking a little front lunge. Get a little stretch behind my head on the triceps. As I step forward, I straighten or extend the arms. My elbows end up shoulder height or a little above my shoulders the whole time. Just gonna work your anterior core plus your triceps. Already feeling mine. Okay, so we got about 20 of these guys. Take your front lunge. Okay, now hands are on the bar. I like to go all the way wide. We're gonna work this into a skip. As we come down, push, push, push. If you angle the bar and you don't push too low, you won't have that cord rubbing into your arms, okay? So the cord, as a rule, shouldn't be hitting your shoulders. Good. Now we'll do our 4th pattern, a step back. So we're stepping back. You can throw a little hippity hop in there if you want on the way back. We're going into, that back leg is pretty straight, and we'll put a little weight on it. This enables you to come a little bit deeper into that lead leg. My triceps are already killing me.
Not mine yet.
Not hers. Okay, so you guys are just gonna turn around. Ideally, you have 2 screens. One facing you and the other one facing away. So now we're gonna do the same exact patterns. We're gonna do our side step and 2-handed pull. So we do this with the handles. With the bar, it's a little bit different. Angles are slightly different. You can handle a little more load in this position. Down, up, side step, Good. So now we're going to go straight backwards, and you'll have the option of keeping the bar straight or angling it slightly, like a little bit of a paddle. Da-da. If you're not ready to jump yet, just do this as a step. Da-da. This is all light, happy aerobic. Good. So now, when we want to get into our skip, we start wide on the side, and then I'm going to bring the opposite hand of the support leg down. So if my weight is on my right leg, I'll bring my left hand toward the right foot, and vice versa. So it's contralateral, opposite upper and lower extremities. Da, da, da. Good. And we'll just go into our slalom skier here. And you can put a little angle on the bar here if you want. Da, 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 da. So we're coming down at an angle, up and down, because we're rotating, we're hitting the core obliquely. Okay, well, getting warm already. So unhook that from your red carabiner. We're gonna go back. You guys are just gonna turn around, and you're gonna face away from your door now. So we're gonna do the exact same set, but we're gonna give you guys the option of syncopating. So if I syncopate, let's say my left foot's in the lead, it's gonna look like this: left, right, or right, left, left, right. So the left one goes a little first, then the right. It's subtle, okay? So we're gonna go into our side step, and you'll have the option of doing all of these symmetrical, like we already did, or when you're on your, whatever foot you're on, that hand, that arm fires a little bit before the other. Ba-ba, ba-ba. We always start from the same position. So the bar is in here, a little under my chin. Ba-ba, ba-ba, da-da. Good. So let's go your soccers now. And you can start out both same time. Whatever leg is in the lead, that arm will fire slightly before the other. These are a little extra weird because it's a little slower. So it's ba-ba, ba-ba. So this syncopation, there's a reason why animals gallop and don't hop unless you're a kangaroo. It's more efficient, and 2 collisions are always better than 1, and this preserves inertia and momentum better. Okay, so now we're gonna go into our skip. As we come down, push. Whatever leg is bearing your weight, that arm will fire slightly before the other. These are tricky. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Your brain prefers syncopation over simultaneous. It's more interesting, it gets more brain power. Good. Now your step backs. So we'll start both same time. Da. These will go a little bit slower. Ba-ba, ba-ba. So whatever leg is in the lead, that arm will fire a little before the other. Ba-ba, ba-ba. You're gonna notice, if you wanted to check and do both same time, it should feel heavier than when you're syncopating. Ba-ba, ba-ba. Good, okay? So now you guys will just turn around, hopefully face your other screen. And now we're gonna be facing the door. I'm gonna change this up. So instead of 2 hands on the bar, we're gonna go our side step with just 1 hand on the bar. What hand grabs? Always the hand opposite the support leg. So if my weight is on my right leg, my left hand grabs. So I'm just having 1 hand right on top of the other. And by snapping that bar into the hand, there's a little eccentric hit on your core, on the arm, on the grip. Same thing going back. Boom, ba, da. It's a little slower. Da, da, da. So I can't miss if I have 1 hand on top of the other. Just do a little snap into that hand. Ba, just slower, da, slower, ba, slower, da. Good. So now we'll do our skip. My weight's on my right leg here. The outer leg doesn't get much weight. Right leg, left hand, obliquely across the core. And these aren't supposed to kill you. This is cardio, full body, 3-dimensional stamina, building up the density of your mitochondrial fat-burning factories, building up your oxidative enzyme. We'll go right into a slalom. Now, there is a chance you could miss one of these catches. You don't want to have somebody standing in front of you. Good. Okay, so let's go ahead and take it off. We're going to go into rip mode, love?
Or asymmetric one, and then
Rip first. Okay. So we're going to go, all you're going to do, we've got the black carabiners on each one. Take one off and just go ahead and hook one black carabiner onto the other black carabiner. So it's going to look like that. You can't go anywhere, okay? Then take your power cord, put it into the red carabiner. We've got a bar for some rotational bar work. So we're going to go 8 of these. Think of it as a lacrosse throw. Natty will call, we'll go 10, just to make sure we groove this pattern. So I'm weighting and unweighting, back leg to front leg. Good, so now we'll take it across, like a baseball bat. Pretend the bar is part of your hips. So your hips move, the bar moves. The key thing here is to make sure that back foot, knee, and hip move. So you don't want to have your, we'll take it low like a slap shot. You don't want to have your back foot planted into the ground. You want to allow that back foot, then the knee, then the hip, then the shoulders to deliver power to that right hand, okay? So let's do the same thing, lefty. This is going to be less intuitive, okay? So I'm with a lacrosse stick, I'm throwing the ball lefty. And I start by loading my left leg. I push off the ground, use it as a platform, and then I carry it up, okay? Across. And again, it's less intuitive here. Let that left foot, knee, hip pivot, move, rotate, now low. This is your slap shot, your hockey slap shot. And by allowing that foot, knee to move, makes it a lot easier on your lower back, and your lower back learns how to move, okay? All we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a skip, and we're gonna do a high, a middle, and a low, and come back, okay? Here we go. We'll go high, middle, low, skip back, and a high, and a middle, and a low. Not under a ton of tension here. Ba, and ba. We don't need to rush this. Da, middle, low, come back, and ba, and da. Main thing here is this weight shift from back to front, coupled with the rotation. And
just count, but it comes
da, da. 2 more sets. Ba-da, and ba. Like dancing, da-da. You don't want to try to stiffen anything up or go hard or go home here. We're just doing the movement, we're just dancing. Same thing lefty. Okay, we'll do our skip. And it's a high, and a middle, and a slap shot. And a high, and a middle, and a low, ba-da, and a high, ba. So we're always changing levels. Come up, down, down, ba-da, ba. This is how the kinetic chain is designed to work. This is how evolution designed our bodies to throw, chop, spear, hammer, hit, strike, Good, okay? So there's some really good push patterns. We're gonna take this off. I'm gonna do some pulling. And so think of this when you think of how do I set the bar up? The water, if we're gonna paddle, okay? The water resistance is low. So have the bar like this. So the resistance is low here. Right hand is low. We're gonna start in our dominant position. Left palm faces you, right palm faces you. So we're gonna be here. Okay, so I got a left lead. My left foot is dominant. It's in the lead. Right handers have the right arm dominant. And I'm just pulling that whole bar in, aiming my right hand toward my right foot. Let's go 30 of these. A little slower. Da, 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 da. Good. So we're coming up and down. Most of my weight's that lead leg. Okay, so now let's go a little jump. These are light. Okay. I'm just gonna give a little pull. Notice that left hand is away from your face. So you always want to make sure you're not pulling anything into your face. So it's a little jump, come down a little angle. If you don't want to jump, just stay and just go up and down at a fairly high tempo here. Good. Okay. So now, do we want to go here and here? So we're going to just add a little skip here. Obviously be a little challenging to do this in a boat, but this makes it a little more cardio, metabolic. And you're also going to start to feel that tension on your right lat. Add up 20. Down, up. Always going down and up. That right lat should be starting to feel some acidity, some accumulation of hydrogen ions, which is one of the drivers for hypertrophy. Good? Same thing lefty. So we'll paddle lefty. So right hand high, palm facing, left hand low, right leg's in the lead, and we have some fresh power here. So I'm pulling the whole bar in. The bar ends up about vertical. Okay, it's a fairly deep pull. My weight's on my lead leg. We're gonna go 30 of these. Having that suspension cord, the power cord, high gives my abs more work to do, okay? So now we're gonna do the skip.
No.
Oh, jump, sorry. So I'm on my right leg. We didn't do the skip? No, we're here. Okay, so we're on the right leg, little hops. And this is trickier because unless you're lefty, it's a little less intuitive. Lot going on here. When you ski, very variable. It's not perfect. You're in the snow, you're in the bumps. We want to train variability. So now we've got our, we want to train variability into every exercise. So it's not all exactly the same. And this elastic is a great way to train for the variability of life in sports. Every rep, a lot the same, but every rep is a little bit different. Kind of like swimming, kind of like Nordic. That's what makes it so fun. Should be starting to feel that left lat. Light up. Let's do it. We're gonna do, this is a great one for, we call this set the hook. So I'm on the front leg, back leg. So if you're fishing, now the resistance is high, like the top of your fishing pole. So this will come obliquely across your posterior chain. These don't have to kill you. Load that lead leg up. 20,
17,
8, and 9, and 20. Just 10 of these guys. So on this one, you don't have to really lower that bar much here a little bit. Watch you don't hit yourself in the left thigh. And I'm not killing myself on this. I'm just kind of using my weight, leaning back a little bit. I got one. Up here in Idaho, we actually have a lot of people who fish. It's probably not this heavy of a fish. Okay, same thing other side. So we got a right leg forward, left arm back. And now, once again, I'm using the ground to push off of and lean back. My left hand about head height, and I'm shifting my weight. I'm coming down, up. And no need to stabilize anything, tighten anything. So now we got just 10 of these guys. It's gonna feel less intuitive, less intelligent, unless you're lefty. It's good to train both sides. Getting good lefty will help your righty. Getting good righty will help your lefty. It's all good. Most programs are just bilateral, both sides doing the same thing. Okay, so now take that off. And we're gonna go back to a black carabiner on each spindle. So it's gonna look like this. Then, hold please. I'm gonna grab a second cord. If you have a second cord, go ahead and hook one end up to ideally the non-opening end of a carabiner. Okay, it looks like that. Hooked in there. Do the same thing with the other end. Okay. And I'm gonna end up with 2 cords on the bar. Okay. And then we'll take those 2, put them through the carabiner. And sometimes it'll get bunched up at the top. You bring it down a little bit. And we've got a bar situation here. So we're gonna start out with single leg soccer jumps. So here, okay, so here's the deal. Let's actually introduce this concept with a stomp first, okay? So we're gonna go ride it in. This was gonna be later in the set, but for those of you unfamiliar with this, with the 2 chords, it's got the behavior of elastic and inelastic. So we'll ride it down like it's elastic, because it is, and then we'll push away like it's inelastic, non-elastic, like a TRX strap. So we ride it down, push away. This is how you would do this exercise with a TRX strap or with a piece of webbing, something non-elastic. So this one though, gives you a little bit of ride it down, push it out. Good, okay? So you got a sense of that. So now we'll go on your left leg. Get a sense of this first. You're gonna have to lean into this because this is heavy. So you can go, push, pull, So I'm gonna come up and take a dive straight out. Once again, that power cord is not hitting my shoulders. So I'm pushing basically straight out. As I come up, almost like I'm diving into a pool, I come down about 30 degrees to the knee, maybe 40, powerful angle, and take that leap, good. So now, let's go a step back, soccer. So we're gonna go here and come up. So now, I'm gonna straighten my arms as I come up, and it's too heavy for me to do what Natty's doing, which is extension. So I'm gonna straighten my arms, but I'm not really putting much tension on the cord. This is more about the back of that left leg. We're starting from a dead stop, so we've eliminated elastic recoil. Good. So now we'll just go your right hand, okay? We're gonna be here, and you can actually touch that down to the floor each time. You don't have to, but you can touch the whole bar down. I'm raising my hip up, down, not all the way up. Should be feeling that leg a little bit.
Yeah, he's on that.
Okay, so now let's go right into this guy. So this is outside of your body here, okay? I'm gonna kind of do this like a shove here. So I'm here. So I'm gonna bring this low and come back. As you come forward, you can touch your left hand to the floor. So we're coming down, and it's coming down about a 30-degree, 40-degree angle. And at my arm, my right arm, mostly straight, I can get a little bend here. And I end up with a straight arm. It's really good lateral. That left leg is having to laterally exert force against this cord. Make sure you're coming down here.
20.
Last side. We'll go one more set of these guys. Okay? So, if I were on the bike, I'd be in this trunk parallel position, coming up and down. Up and down with the hip. Bar touches down. I'm light on my back foot. Okay, go ahead, take that, both cords out of that red. We're gonna finish up with a pull, okay? So, pop it, both cords through, get your bar level. We're gonna go right into jumps here. So, I'm leaning back a little bit, pulling. I'm landing, a little bit of an angle. So every single pull hits my core obliquely, diagonally, causing me to have to use my rotational muscle. Good. So now, let's go a little heavier. So now I'm gonna do that split squat. This will enable me to come a little bit deeper into that left posterior chain. I'm trying to bring my right hand to my left foot, a tiny bit slower. Down, up, down. I'm just touching my right foot to the floor in the back. Last set of jumps, 20. As I come down, I give a little pull. I'm landing 30, 40 degrees off center. You give that little pull. So this is a combination of tension and plyometric. Good. Same thing, other leg. So take that off of there. And pop it in. Sorry, you guys didn't have to do that maneuver. We do so we can stay facing the camera here. So we're gonna repeat. We're gonna ride it in, push out. Ride and push. So you wanna kinda wait for it. As soon as you start coming backwards, initiate that push. Ride it in, push it out. There's a sweet spot, not too much tension, not too little. Your right knee end up going slightly past your right foot. That's gonna happen skiing, lots of sports. So, and here, it's not really totally loaded because you've got this elastic pulling you backwards. Good. So now we're just on the right foot, left foot is off the floor, and we're in our ready position. And you might want to just kind of do a couple little ones. You're going to have to lean into this, almost be parallel to the floor. The easy version, touch your left foot down lightly. Hard version, stay balanced, ride that ski, push, ride it, push. As you come up, lean forward and push out like you're diving way out. Good, okay? So now we have our step back sockers, okay? The hands go behind my head, pause and go. So I'm leaning into it a little bit, and because it's so heavy, I can't actually push it all the way with my triceps, so I'm just kind of doing what I can. Okay, so now we're on the right leg, and I'm gonna do the punches. This is really more of a leg feel. I'm coming up and down with the hips. You should feel your glute ham on that right side. Lighten up a little bit. Good. So now, this is outside my head. I'm not through it. I'm here. I'm going to come forward here and come away. You want your hand kind of in the center. You want this whole bar nowhere near your face. As you come forward, reach down a little bit. So this is tremendous lateral work. Right leg and the left side of your core is really having to stabilize this a little bit. Otherwise, that bar is going to fly back into you. As you come forward, bring your right hand toward the floor. And I like to keep kind of a straight arm here. Natalie's doing a double push here. Good. And then we finish up with punches. So last set here, so we're on the bike, in the drops, pedaling. I've got my back relatively flat, slightly rounded. Trying to do this with my leg, not my back. Good. Switch. Good. So take it off, and we're gonna hammer what's left of that right leg. So go ahead, you guys will just turn around, and we're on right foot, left hand. Okay, pull and jump. So I'm landing, a little bit of an angle, I pull. My pull vector, my left hand, is going toward my right knee. That way it's diagonal. Good. Now your step back. So it's more of a split squat. Pull a little slower. So I'm a little heavier, and I like to not get too fast. I like to feel the tension on these. Good, so we're after that right leg too. It's all working here. Ready? Good. Your jumps. Here we go, last 20. 9, 8, 7. So I've got some balance going on here, some coordination. Anytime I'm working a hand through the opposite foot, I'm working the core diagonally. Good. So now, just when you thought it was all over, it's not all over. Take that off, and we're going to go into a heavy rip, okay? So what we're gonna do is take that carabiner that has 2 of them on there, okay? You should be able to hook that onto the other, so you have that, okay? So now I have what we call level 4. Then I'll put both those guys over here, and again, that carabiner is about 6 inches above my head. Okay, so we're gonna go, this is very heavy. So all I'm doing is working into that weight shift. It's almost isometric. We'll go 10.
10.
Good. We'll take it across for 10. Actually, let's switch this up. Go lefty for 10. Just have a little fun here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So we're light. I'm not struggling here. You want to try to keep your face relaxed. Good. Let's go righty baseball. Take it across. There's just 6, 8, 10 inches of movement. I'm shifting my weight. Other side for 10. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. The bar is part of your hips, so you want to allow that hip movement. Good. So now your slap shot here. So I'm aiming the right thumb ring into the bar for my left foot. Other side. Okay. Here we go. Down. Let that back foot pivot. Should feel your core. That's good. Okay, so now we're going to go a high, middle, low, slow.
Okay.
So we're going to go slow, slow, and slow. Okay, so a high, a middle, and a low, slow. So here we're after a little bit of sustained tension. Here we go. Good, there's one side. There's two. There's three. So you kind of want to feel like your weight is behind this. You don't want to get crazy with this tension, and you do want to make sure your back foot is moving. Let's go 6 sets. One more. Nice. We'll do the same thing lefty, okay? This is my favorite core set. This is so good. So here we go. A high, and a middle, and a low. And a high, and a middle, and a low. Shifting your weight from leg to leg with rotation. This is tricky. The tennis players, throwers do this so well. They transfer from the ground up the rotational core engine and out the hand. So now we're gonna switch. Mastodon or no?
Mastodon.
Okay. This is one of my favorites. So we're here. And we can actually just groove this pattern first. So we're here. This is a thrusting. Both of my hands are overhand, okay? So my palms are down, and this is a thrusting. Really good stuff for your entire core. So let's go 10 total. Good. So now we'll do that with skip, just 10 of these. Okay? So go, and thrust, and thrust, and thrust. So it's about 30-degree angle off the ground, and thrust, and thrust, 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 down. Good. Okay. Lefty. So high, middle, no, so just a Mastodon, yeah, 10. So both hands overhand, and we're thrusting. There's kind of a sweet spot for this, for the spindle head too. They'll be facing up a little bit or down. You'll feel what feels easiest to kind of move this, where it doesn't want to twist in your hands. Really good stuff here. 10 of these. Good. So now we'll take the skip and a thrust. Thrust. So this is it's not a really rapid pop acceleration. It's a push through heavy something. So you get a little more time under tension. You're good. So we're getting close, guys. And as you can see, there's a lot we can do just with a bar and a cord or two. So pretty much every aspect of the catalyzer and crosscat training, we can do an hour with each one of these basic exercises and not get tired. So this is heavy. It's a heavy, heavy paddle. So I'm just gonna aim my right thumb ring toward my right foot. We'll go 20. These are pretty heavy. I'll end up with the bar vertical when it's in close to me. I'll reach it out. Good. Let's do the same lefty. So your right foot is forward. It's a heavy. Most of my weight, almost all of it, is on my lead leg. I'm pulling down and back. You'll notice the top hand is nowhere near my face. Bar's at about a 45-degree angle. Good. So now, let's finish up with, we'll go a set of jumps here, light jumps. So I've got the bar at an angle, okay, and I'm just gonna give a little pull, and this is a lot of rotational work here. That left hand, nowhere near my face, 20 of these, 20 paddle. 2, I just wanted them to see the angle. It's a small movement. Last 20 jumps. I've got a little angle on the bar here, maybe 45. Nothing's gonna hit me in the face. A lot of core work here. Good. Do the same thing other side. Right hand is high, left hand is low, right foot in the lead, 20. So I'm ending up when my left hand is in close, my bar almost vertical. We got your non-dominant, okay? Pull, jump. It's gonna feel awkward, less intuitive. You're less kinesthetically intelligent on this side. Most people are, unless you're fully ambidextrous.
20.
Last time 20 pulls, here we go. Relax, relax your face, relax everything that doesn't need to be involved. Not trying to tighten everything. Your body knows what to work and when to work it. Last deal, and we're gonna do this as a cool down. Oh, did we not do that?
Yeah.
Oh, we have 20 more? 20 more. So we're here, sorry. I was on too anxious to get to the next set, which is one of my favorite sets. Figure 8 slams. Good. So take it off, and you can do this with 1, or you can do it with the 2. This has some mass. Okay. So I'm gonna have my right hand high. This handle, the top of the handle, will always stay below my chin. It will actually be about chest height. So you want a clear area here, and all I'm doing is shifting my weight. My feet move, my knees move. My right hand is under my chin. Okay, so keep that right hand under your chin. We're just dancing here, right? We're just kind of 20 total. So you see that little slam. You don't have to slam, but it kind of gives you a point of reference. Good. Now, stop it. Left hand high. Same deal. This is gonna feel like a completely different deal. Keep that left hand below your chin. So there's no way you're gonna hit yourself in the chin with your left hand. Natty's almost hitting the ceiling here. So you're gonna need to be aware of your space here. This may work, this may not work, okay? So now, let's go left foot forward. We have a split stance, and your right hand is high. So there's a lot of great rotational stuff happening here, just like paddling. You got action going on, hips, thoracic spine. We'll go 20 of these. I wouldn't go too fast and too crazy on these. There's a lot going on here because your hips aren't allowed to move that much here with the front leg fixed. And this could get into your lower back a little bit if you get too crazy. Right foot forward, left hand high, same thing. So I'm in this split stance. My back foot, maybe a foot behind my lead foot. I'm in a little bit of a crouch. this beautiful figure 8 pattern. Nothing's near my face. That is a wrap, kids. Nice work. That was a lot, just with a bar and a cord or two. Super good stuff. Way to go. We'll see you in the next workout. Ciao.